In the quiet village of Umukoro, surrounded by red sand and thick bushes, lived a girl named Amaka. She was born into deep poverty. Her father, Pa Nwankwo, was a sickly palm wine tapper, and her mother, Mama Ebere, roasted corn and plantain by the roadside. They lived in a mud house with a leaking roof, cracked walls, and no electricity. Amaka was the last of 5 children, but the only one who showed a strange kind of fire in her eyes, a silent determination. Every morning, she would fetch water from the stream, sweep the compound, help her mother at the market, and still manage to attend school, even if her uniform was torn and her shoes worn out. Other children mocked her. Some called her Dusty Amaka, others laughed at her English. But she never replied. She had a dream, a burning one, to become great, not just for herself, but for her family. When Amaka turned 14, her father died. The little income from roasted corn couldn't sustain them anymore. Amaka dropped out of school to help her mother full-time, but at night, while others slept, she would light a kerosene lantern and teach herself from the torn books her cousin gave her. Escape to the city. One rainy morning, a family friend from Lagos visited their village. Her name was Auntie Ejoma. She was fat, flashy, and loud, the type that wore long eyelashes and smelled of expensive perfume. She saw Amaka helping her mother and was shocked at the girl's intelligence and fluency. "Come to Lagos," she said. "Let me help you. You can be my house help, and I'll send you to school." It was a tempting offer. With her mother's blessing and tears in her eyes, Amaka entered the back of Auntie Ijoma's tinted car and waved goodbye to the only life she had ever known. But Lagos was not a land of gold. In the city, Amaka worked like a slave. She woke by 4:30 a.m., scrubbed tiles, washed plates, fetched water from a far tap, cooked, and took care of Ijoma's 2 troublesome children. School, it was a lie. Every time she asked, Ijoma would shout, "You think life is easy? You better behave yourself." Amaka cried many nights, but she didn't give up. She used the children's old textbooks to continue learning. She memorized English words, practiced maths in her head while washing clothes, and taught herself how to type on a laptop whenever Ijoma was out. One day, Ijoma's husband caught her typing and was impressed. He secretly began giving her old assignments to help him with. He paid her small money, enough for her to secretly register for GCE. A star in the shadows. Amaka wrote her GCE and passed excellently. Still working as a maid, she applied to Unilag and got admission to study business administration. She was 19. With permission, she started attending part-time classes. During her off days, she worked as a cleaner in a small cafe and later became the cashier after the owner noticed her sharp brain. She also sold Puff Puff in school with a small tray to feed herself. At school, some laughed at her village ways. Others avoided her because she dressed too simply. But she wasn't there for attention. She was there to rise. By her 3rd year, Amaka won a statewide business idea competition. Her idea was a digital platform that helped small-scale market women track their profits. She called it Mama Cash. The judges were stunned. Her idea was raw but powerful. She won 1.5 million naira. That money changed everything. With her winnings, Amaka registered Mama Cash properly and worked with a tech student to build a simple app. She trained 50 women in Balogan Market on how to use it. Within 6 months, it spread like wildfire. She was featured on radio, then on TV. Then an international NGO heard of her work and offered her a $10,000 grant. By 26, Amaka was running a fully operational fintech company for grassroots women. She built a team, trained more than 5,000 women in digital finance, and began teaching young girls how to code, save, and dream bigger. She started giving scholarships to girls in her village. She rebuilt her family house. Her mother now lived like royalty in Umuokoro. People who once laughed now told her story to inspire their children.